Hi there and welcome to the Celestial Tarot. So this tarot reading is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, and if you have a lot of prominent Cancer in your chart or maybe loads of planets in Cancer, then this reading will likely resonate with you. So the way that I'm going to do this reading is we're going to have 5 cards on the left side here, and these are going to represent your personal energy, Cancer, throughout the month of September. So it's going to be your intentions, your actions, where you're focused, anything that you're thinking and feeling, and then we're going to use another tarot deck for the right side here, and this is going to be 5 cards that represent your external environment. So it's going to be people that are around you, how they're going to be behaving, maybe how they behave towards you, how you see them behaving towards you. It can be results and outcomes, that you achieve, opportunities that show up, events that are happening around you. It's going to be all that kind of stuff. And the reason that I'm doing it this way is as a tool to benefit you using the law of attraction. So we know that sometimes we can focus on a lot of stuff, positive things, and for some reason we manifest negative things in our environment and maybe even painful things. And the reason for that is that the universe acts as a mirror, and it's reflecting back to us, showing to us things that we're suppressing that maybe we're not aware of. So I'm hoping that can be a useful tarot spread that can help us to use the law of attraction in a more conscious manner. So let's just set off with the reading. I like to pick my cards at random, so just when I intuitively feel like getting into the deck and picking a card, and then I will start to interpret them as we go along, and the story will unfold for September for all Cancer signs. So the first card we get, we get the Sun card. So the Sun card, huge optimism. There may be a lot that you are looking forward to in September, but more than that, I just feel like you're going to feel really energized. You're going to feel optimistic, maybe even just very grateful for everything that's around you, feeling like you're in a good place, feeling the heat of the sun on your back. It's relaxing, it's warmth, it's something that feels comfortable to you. You feel like you're in the flow, you're in the element, your element. You could also be getting a lot of recognition, or maybe a lot of clarity as well. If things haven't been so clear for you, if there's been a lot of discomfort, ambiguity in your life, then in September you're going to be feeling a lot of clarity about everything. And just when we have clarity, when we know things, we feel at much more ease, and that helps us to become more energetic, optimistic, feeling in the flow. And I really love the sunflowers on this card, because sunflowers are a symbolism of optimism, because sunflowers, they move in the direction of the sun. They're always facing the sun so that they can, get all the energy. And I love that, image of the sunflower doing that. So that is straight off the bat, something really good. And the Sun card, it also relates to Leo, the archetype of Leo. So it's just, being very in touch with your heart and following your heart's desires, just feeling really happy with yourself, with your environment, with people. And that gives you a productive vibe. And it can also be, if we're talking about Leo, can be courage. That's one way we can get recognition. But that's a major arcana, so it's like, major clarity coming your way, major, bouts of optimism, energy, gratefulness, feeling clear-headed, clear, having a clear heart. And for some reason, just the idea of heat and warmth is what is really jumping out to me at the minute. It keeps popping into my head, just the idea of how warm the sun feels. And that could mean so many things, so take what you will from that. And the second card, beautiful, we get the Knight of Cups, and this is a Piscean card primarily, but it's like with passion, with fire, with zest. So this is a lot of passionate, fiery energy right here, and it's moving in the direction of some kind of, feeling artistic, feeling beautiful, feeling attractive, feeling like you are abundant, feeling like you have so many gifts from the universe to receive, so much to feel good about, so much comfort and love, and maybe even security, but it's more of that passionate energy. So the Knight of Cups, it could be you receiving a gift from someone, but I do see this as, the court cards tend to represent personalities. And so your personality may be that, you in September, you're just really motivated towards expressing yourself, expressing what is in your heart, expressing your emotions in beautiful ways. You're feeling very receptive and open to the universe. And that is just wonderful energy right there. This could definitely be, even some kind of performance, art-wise, radiance, feeling radiant and healthy, for sure. And the knights are all about testing and battlefields and trying to prove their worthiness. And I get the sense of, you doing things maybe to help you to feel more worthy. Proving, yourself how confident you can be, how amazing you can be. Maybe even performing something to prove your skill and talent. To show, how you can create something very inspiring. And that could definitely be what you're doing in September. Feeling very inspired and creative. Because, it's not just the water energy that links to creativity, but even the sun. The sun is what gives the energy to create everything in the universe, or on Earth at least. It has such power and force and energy to be able to generate immense amounts of creativity that just have a chain effect. So the third card, wow, we get the Six of Cups. There's definitely, with the cup energy and the warmth, the heat, the sun, the fire, primarily in all three cards, we've got the element of fire and the sun, and we've got the element in these two cards of water. This is Piscean and this is a Scorpio card. And we get deep emotional depths. But those emotional depths are super invigorating and happy and joyous. And you know, the Six of Cups is to do with the past and the childhood, our childhood. So it could be, you know, an amazing reunion with someone. It could be a lover from the past. It could be somebody who reminds you of your past, or a relationship from the past. And you feel this intense attraction, this intense energy, this intense motivation and inspiration. Maybe because of a person, but it could also be, you know, just how you feel emotionally. You know, you could be inspired by the past, motivated to move forward as well with the positive memories of the past. This is you feeling very sentimental, even, you know, nostalgic, but it's in a very positive way. And you could even be, again, you know, with all this creative energy and artistic energy that we've got, definitely creating something that maybe really moves people's souls, connects to their inner child, connects to their soul, connects to their emotional depths, helps them to get in touch with their roots and who they are. That's an amazing, you know, interpretation right there. Creating something super inspiring and artistic that really moves people emotionally and that energizes you. Again, you know, in the Six of Cups card, you know, the garden is empty, but it seems like this person has, you know, all these flowers and is giving them out. And so once again, I get this, you know, huge vibration of being grateful and looking at everything around you that is abundant. Feeling like you can create huge amounts of abundance in your life. Feel good, even abundance, you know, abundance emotionally. And it's pure intention, you know. It's in alignment with your heart, because the flowers are white, they are pure, and the sun is your heart. So, you know, the phrase of follow your heart or follow your joy also pops into my mind when I think of that. This could also be you proving your devotion to something or someone, with the knight and with the past kind of element here, and with the intense amount of energy and motivation, proving your devotion to something or someone, proving your emotional connection, the depth of your emotional connection to something or someone. Maybe even just to life itself, you know, the universe itself, feeling like it's on your side. And that is an amazing feeling to have. So, you know, if you are experiencing these huge amounts of gratitude as well, that is, you know, a huge step forward in being able to attract any kind of abundance into your life. Wealth, you know, relationships, love, anything. It all starts with, you know, positive focus, and true gratefulness and appreciation is really what brings that. You know, really being clear and recognizing very clearly all the ways in which you are abundant and in which you are surrounded by beauty and love and connection and joy. So this month is getting off to a great start. Also, another thing just popped into my mind with the Six of Cups is, you know, it's going to be September, school starts. A lot of people could be reconnecting with, you know, school friends, college friends, university friends, and feeling really motivated to start off the new year, academic year. And the fourth card, wow, this is your card, Cancer, the Chariot. So the Chariot really reminds me of basically all three of these cards over here. The Chariot is very resourceful and will, search low and high, far and wide for exactly what the Chariot, the person in the Chariot needs in order to sustain and maintain some kind of stability, foundation, to look after their loved ones, to look after themselves, to take care of themselves. They're intensely motivated and resourceful. They have a keen eye. They react exactly when they need to. They know exactly what needs to be done to take care of things, to take care of matters regarding, nurturance. And coupled with this, sun energy, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Cups even, there's just like this intense devotion to something. An intense devotion, passionate drive towards seeking everything that is needed for one's emotional well-being and for the emotional well-being of those around them and for those that they love. And for the things that they love, the things that make them feel good. And with Mars going direct, it's already gone direct in late August now. This is no surprise. This extremely forward-driven movement, energy. It's like looking to the future, but grounded in the past. It's like connecting the past, present, and the future. The Chariot is also about discrimination and discernment, coupled with the Sun, which is all about clarity. I get, a lot of things becoming clear to see, a path, feeling like you have a path to forge, you have a path cleared open, you know exactly what you need to do. And with the Six of Cups, you know yourself, you know who you are. You know your inner child, your inner wants, your roots. But most of all, you know your heart, and you want to go for it, to follow it. So the final card for Cancer. Wow. We get the Two of Wands. Now all of these cards are just super fiery and watery. This is an extremely fiery card. That is an extremely fiery card. This is a bit of water, a bit of fire. This is water and fire. And this is, the Chariot, water. So there's like all this fire and water. And when you get fire with water, you get water that boils, you get steam, you get evaporation. I have no idea what that means. But steam, I know what that means. And steam is intensely, it's that passionate energy. It's steamy, it's attractive. It's a magnetic force in the world. And with the Two of Wands here, we have the guy with the world in his hands. He is intensely driven towards fulfilling his personal desires and wishes, what he believes in. He stands up for his own ideals and he looks to make them happen. All his energy, his assertiveness, it goes in that direction. And you have two wands here. And when you have two, you have contrast, you have points of difference. One thing is established because it's not something else. So it's like 2 points of view. Once again, it's discernment and discrimination, but because of that contrast, we are able to clarify what we do want by virtue of what we don't want. Because what we don't want and what we do want are two contrasting points. So again, there is this theme of clarity of what we want, this discernment of what we want, and intense movement, drive in that direction. And it is, you feeling intensely passionate, emotionally moved and motivated in that direction, with that vision, with that path, expanding your horizons. But it's not like you're abandoning your old self. It's more like you're integrating all yourselves, all your emotional selves, bringing them on board and moving forward. So, that tarot reading on the left side there for you in September, Cancer, is it just keeps reiterating, the same message again and again and again, which is everything I just said. So it seems like there's, hardly any confusion. And if there is some confusion, it is mainly to do with bringing, some part of you rooted in the past forward in this journey with you. Not abandoning, your old emotional self. Recognizing emotions from the past, emotional patterns from the past, nurturing them and moving forward with them. And then we have the clarity, we have all parts of us on board, and we can move forward. So that is your internal world, intensely driven energy that is going on inside of you. But let's have a look at what the story is in your external world. What manifestations are you creating that are, physically seeable in your external world? What are people doing around you? What results are you achieving? What opportunities come your way? What events are happening around you? And maybe we can get a better clue as to maybe even why all this driven and passionate energy is going on inside of you. Maybe we'll find out. Cancer is seen as the sign that is very private, that, likes to have a really comfortable, safe haven at home, and wants nurturing and, all the soft, gooey kind of stuff. But the Chariot card and this whole reading in and of itself is showing the other side of Cancer, the whole different story to Cancer, which is really funny and also very interesting. But it is that Chariot energy, the Chariot side of Cancer, that is really coming out in September. And if you have any idea before September begins, what on earth is going on with all this energy, Cancer, do let me know in the comments below, because to be honest, I don't even think I know. I just see that you're super driven towards something. So, in your external world, the first card we get, wow. Okay, now I'm definitely getting the sense of you being reunited with someone from the past, or something from the past, manifesting, in the now. Maybe even something that you extended energy towards in the past, comes to fruition now and shows up now. But definitely some kind of relationship too, something related even to childhood. But, we've got the Six of Cups twice now. It's in your internal world and your external world, and it shows me that, something is manifesting from the past. And if it isn't, then it shows me that you've integrated some kind of emotion from the past or positive focus. And, now you're feeling like it's not anything that holds you back anymore. Maybe you had a negative view of the past before, and now it's gone positive. And now that positive flow of energy, about the past is manifesting as positive energy in the now, recreating something amazing from the past that you experienced. But very, very strongly I get the sense of a possible person or thing from the past manifesting in September. And if we want to get boring and mundane, then that could definitely be old schoolmates or just going back to school. But I do hope it's something more exciting than that. On the other hand, a lot of people, they really don't want to meet people from the past. They just want to move forward and leave that behind. I'm a Cancer moon, so I'm really hoping it's not someone from the past. I just need to move forward in my life, to be honest. But if it is something else, it doesn't have to be a person, I think that could also be super exciting. And the second card, in your external environment, we get the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, as a character, she could definitely be a person. And she could be that person from the past. The Queen of Wands is literally the personification of all this energy that's going on in your internal world. So I'm really suspicious as to what on earth is going on here, because this is a bit crazy right now. The Queen of Wands, she is very fiery. She actually, if I had to say which cards really resonate with the Queen of Wands, it is the Two of Wands. It is also a bit of the Sun card, and a bit of the Knight of Cups as well, for sure. So the Queen of Wands, she is like the Two of Wands guy over here, in that she's very driven. She has her own personal vision, her personal charisma, her own passion, her own fire. She exudes that energy, that optimism, she revels in her identity, in issues concerning identity, but she is blended with the energy of water. So she loves to socialize and be socially charismatic. That could be someone in your environment. It could be this person coming back from the past. It could also be a situation which enables you to come across that way, to be socially confident, to relate to people, to shine your own light in their presence, because you have all this energy going on here. And the Queen of Wands could be a situation which manifests and allows you to come across that way and in your external environment. But if it is a person, this Queen of Wands could also be the one who motivates you towards feeling this way. We've got this intense attraction, this passionate energy and drive and motivation, this visionary energy. And she could be motivating you to be that way because she is that way herself. So, you may be really reveling in her presence. So definitely, if you are single as well, keep a lookout for that Queen of Wands energy. Could be a man or a woman. but there is this intense like attractive energy on both sides. And so it could be the case that, you know, just out of, you know, everything that's going on inside you vibrationally, you are manifesting that externally too. People, circumstances that enable you to express this energy. So the third card for Cancer, wow, we get the Devil. So this could be a number of things. This could be, you know, the social ranks. It is a Capricorn card, and Capricorn is associated with the idea of, you know, climbing the social ladder, improving your social status and your situation. The Devil is also, you know, materialism. So there could be you really focusing on those areas of your life because, you know, maybe something is going on in the workplace which forces you to look at material possessions. It could be the Queen of Wands showing off her possessions, you know, being really showy about it. And maybe that motivates and inspires you to also, you know, move towards, you know, the kind of Capricorn energies. As well as that, we've got the Six of Cups, and the Devil is about bondage, you know, being tied to something, being chained up to something, and also obsession. So we could be chained to the past. This person could be tying you to the past and not allowing you to move forward, you know. They may be obsessively keeping you in a stuck position. But on the other hand, they could be obsessed with you, which could get very interesting. But it could even be an opportunity for sure to increase your status in some way, improve in some way, maybe even be more leader oriented, to improve your circumstances in some way. And maybe that is why you are feeling all this intense drive, this, you know, motivation, this planning, visionary energy, this resourcefulness, maybe even to move away, you know, or move into better circumstances materially and socially, that, you know, remind you of the abundance and the connection that you once had in the past. It may be something that really resonates with you, this Devil energy. That is why it may be in the presence of the Six of Cups. It's something that just reminds you of everything you've always wanted. Okay, that was a bit of an awkward way of choosing a card, but I got there eventually. So let's see. Wow, we get the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there is definitely, you know, some brand new energy that is offering itself up to you. This Ace of Cups is like an offering, you know, maybe from the universe. It may be a synchronicity. I did once get this card when on a day, I did a daily reading once for myself, and I got this card on a day where I was really in the flow and everything just worked out really smoothly, and I was feeling really emotionally relaxed and happy too. So this card really reminds me of synchronicities, you know, being in the flow, loving warm energy. And this gift or this relationship, you know, all this positive emotional, you know, energy could be what you as the Knight are receiving here. And it may also be because, if we hold a certain vibration, we attract that into our reality. Some kind of wish or want or desire that you've been wanting, that you've felt, you've been dedicating yourself to in September, that you feel motivated towards, that you've been proving, to the universe that you want, it offers itself up in September. And also, with the Ace of Cups in the presence of the Devil, it could be a case of, having to decide. Do I move in this new direction of the Ace of Cups if it is different from the Devil energy? Do I move in that direction? How do I do that when I'm being tied to things, regarding the past emotional patterns, the way that it's always been? And maybe that's why you feel the need for discernment and decision making, the need for intense energy and courage, the Leo sun, heart, courage, following your own heart. Because it may take a lot of this discernment and this energy and following your heart and your personal emotions in order to be able to free yourself from this bondage to get this brand new Ace of Cups opportunity right here. It may require you stepping out of your comfort zone, away from the Devil, of your comfort zone, to move towards the Ace of Cups energy, this opportunity. And that would require testing as a Knight. It would require bravery with the Sun. It would require you to really be passionate and wanting that. It would require you to assert yourself in order to break free from the bondage of the Devil and the Six of Cups. And maybe, you're tired of being surrounded by the same old people. And maybe the Ace of Cups is the Queen of Wands. This new friendship, this new romantic partner. This new situation that allows you to really shine and fulfill your own personal vision, to transform your own identity. I definitely get the sense that hopefully, this is more than just going back to school energy. This is like super intense and emotional, and it is a matter of identity, self-image, really changing all that, and that requires a lot of work and being in touch with your own self and saying that enough is enough. And finally, wow, we get the Chariot once again, twice in this reading. We've gotten the Chariot in your internal world and in your external world. So, in the external world, I feel like you're definitely, whatever it is that you're focused on, whatever resources that you're focused on trying to attain, whatever decision making that you are doing, whatever path you're trying to forge down, whatever you're trying to create for yourself to feel stable, those resources seem to be offering themselves up to you in physical manifestational form. I feel like wherever you are trying to go in this Chariot, you are witnessing the progress of it. You are witnessing the steps manifesting, the movement. You're witnessing finally some movement. So if you felt stagnant before with whatever you wanted, with this Chariot energy that you've been driven towards, that you've been making, discernments about, you are witnessing the progress of that in your external world. And that could also be the Ace of Cups, the new opportunities and horizons that you're able to see as the Queen of Wands when you follow that internal drive, that personal want. And it's not just a want, because when it's the Chariot, it's a case of need. And a need is just an extremely strong want. So with the Chariot, these needs, you see them, you see movement towards them. You see them all happening. You're receiving all the gifts. Changes are manifesting, movement is happening, you're motivated and driven, the opportunities are showing up. You have the chance to change your identity, to really shine, to bring clarity, to free yourself from bondage. So there's so much fire and water energy in this reading. Things are going to be super steamy in September for you, Cancer. So do let me know in the comments how that works out for you. I'd be really interested to know. And I hope that reading was helpful and that you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next month's reading in October. Thank you so much for listening.